From a BAE Systems Australia perspective, it was fantastic to have our key partners and suppliers in the room for the AIC showcase presentations. We had Saab Australia, Patria Finland and BAE Systems Hägglunds in the room. This provided the opportunity for local SMEs to present to 4 supply chains on our side. My impressions of Victorian defence industry from the AIC showcase last week are overwhelmingly positive. In my opinion, Victoria is a veteran in defence industry and represents great capability that's been demonstrated over many decades. I see lots of Victorian companies that have very strong bona fides in aerospace and maritime, but not just that, and importantly for Land 400, there are several Victorian companies that have strong bona fides in land systems as well. So from my perspective, the Victorian showcase was a great success. We saw lots of companies that we know very well, and we also met some new ones who we can have a look at incorporating into our future solutions. Victoria brings to Land 400 some very strong credentials in the combat vehicle space. They've been producing the Bushmaster vehicle, protected mobility vehicle at Bendigo for Thales for some time now. They are very prominent within the supply chain of Supercat at the moment, and these vehicles have complex supply chains that will augment our combat vehicle supply chain. So BAE Systems has a long-standing relationship with a number of Victorian defence industry SMEs. We see them having already provided their products and services into our maritime supply chain and our aerospace supply chain. Well, these companies in particular will make an easy transition into the AMV-35 combat reconnaissance vehicle supply chain. So far, we've received some excellent feedback from SMEs via email to all 4 of the global supply chain partners present on the BAE Systems side of the AIC showcase. They were particularly pleased to be able to present their products and services to organisations which are based not just in Australia, but also the Nordic countries, in particular Sweden and Finland too. It was fantastic to see the SMEs from Geelong really stepping up into the defence space. Of course, there are some SMEs in Geelong who have long experience in defence supply chains, but we also saw a few new entrants transitioning out of the automotive supply chains and into the defence supply chains, which is really encouraging from my perspective, because the automotive industry is one of pure efficiency and real proper lean manufacturing, which of course means that we can pass on efficiency, effectiveness, and in particular cost, schedule and quality outcomes to our customer.